everybody, welcome to Smashing Game Time. We are two brothers that like to play video games. I am your host, Nick. I am joined, as always, by Josh, who's back from the beach.
Wubba dub dub.
You ran around the beach saying wubba dub. Oh,
Yes,
it's
while drunk.
that's a Rick and Morty reference. I thought it was rubba dub. Wait a minute, is wubba lubba dub dub just them fucking around with rubba dub dub?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. We're not going to do a normal episode today. We are ranking every episode of Rick and Morty from season 9. It just ended on this past Sunday. Uh, Josh, being the madman that he is, watched it all right after I said let's do this.
And I said, fucking worth it. It was a pretty good season. I loved it.
So we're going to do that. Let's catch up a little bit though. It's been 2 weeks. We took a little time off. Josh went to the beach. I've been working on stuff for the Bune and for the Hollywood Times, so I've been busy over there. I've played a little bit of video games, not too much. Not a crazy amount of video games. And I've found myself having to replay Alan Wake for another podcast.
You poor son of a bitch.
It's fine. I might play it on the hard difficulty. We'll see. I'm also re-intrigued by it because I just beat Control. And we can talk about all this next week when we do video games again. But yeah, I've been reading a lot. Josh, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe it.
I finished 2 books in the last few days. They were shorter
Impressive,
books.
actually. No, that's so impressive.
You might know them, Green Eggs and Ham, and then the other one was Hop on Pop.
That does not count. If that's the case, I read 2 books a day with Charlie.
No. Those weren't the books. I read like a sci-fi book from 2024 that didn't really so I've done a thing. I've started doing a thing where I'll start reading a book and then like I won't have time to like pick up the book and read it, so I'll just put on the tape on Spotify and finish it that way. And so I'm at the gym and this one I was reading was called The Repeat Room, and I'm blanking on the author's name right now. But basically it's in the near future where the jury system has been changed to where it's just one juror deciding your fate. And you have to go through a whole like Hunger Games process, but you're like not killing each other, but you're running through like these hard tests that like eliminate people. And then by the end of it, the guy is put into the defendant's mind, and he's living out his life up to the point where he commits the crime. And so I'm running on the track, and it's very weird. It's very weird listening to this because it completely it changes it. You don't realize it happens until like a few pages in, and then it starts talking about the defendant sleeping with his sister as a child. And you're like, what the fuck book am I reading? What is going on? But yeah, that was one where I was like running and I had to stop and take my headphones off. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know what to say. There's a joke with a lot of the anime and the manga where they call like the authors like secretly pedophiles because like they talk about those instances, or not like those specific instances, but the like very much like on the nose instances, and it's like, is this like your wet dream?
So I finished that. And I jumped into a hard-boiled detective book from the 30s. The Big Sleep. I read The Big Sleep for the first time, which is like the first in a series. But so this detective, his name's Marlowe. And every other chapter, he's like downing. He'll be like, I woke up and I drank 4 cups of coffee, which is hilarious because he spent the night before drinking all night. And then
Yeah, you
like,
gotta get rid of that hangover.
and then he'll be like, she looked great. Her legs ran up, all the way to Tuesday. And then there's a scene where like, I think a woman's attacking him, and he grabs her by the shirt and smacks her like, get a hold of yourself, dame. I was like, oh my God, this is from, this feels like it's from a completely different generation. It is from a completely different generation, but it just feels so weird to go back and read older books. Like, yeah, a woman gets institutionalized, and it's like, I don't think you need to institutionalize her. Oh my God.
Please tell me there's a scene where he goes to the diner and he says, I want a smoking pancake.
Something like that. He does go to a diner and a guy gets cyanide poisoning. It's a lot of betrayals. It was, dang, there were some twists. I get why people like the genre, and it's not the misogyny. It's the twist and like everyone just being degenerate. And I like that the detective has his flaws, but he seems to be, like, the one person who is, like, not complete scum, whereas everyone else just sucks. Everyone else just sucks.
Oh, yeah, he's at 95%. That 5% is where the good morale's at, alright?
Other than that, just been reading comic books. I've got a few more books here I need to finish up. I've got this big library stack. You were showing off a stack of games. You wanna show that off real quick so we don't get a backlog that we have to go through
And
next
this
week?
and this isn't even all of it, 'cause I bought some games, at a, um, used game store while I was, down in Florida visiting Matt.
I thought of you, by the way, when, Sony announced, that they wanna stop doing physical disc.
Yep. I
Yep.
already said I'm too far deep into it, so I'm like, "Screw it, I'll just keep going as far as I can, and I'll stop."
Sony can
And now I'm
take my
like, "Fuck,
disc
I guess we."
from my cold, dead
Oh,
hands.
well, unironically, I was like, "Oh, I guess then I'll just go over to Xbox and start doing it there." And then Xbox basically is hinting at like, "Oh, yeah, we're going discless for the next console." I'm like, "Well, fuck me, I guess I'm going Nintendo now. What
I
the fuck?"
When they both did a discless version, I was like, "Oh, they're testing the waters on this. They're gonna see if they can get away with it." And I think they're going to.
Yeah, well, then between that and then GameStop CEO like, used games are irrelevant, or games physical games in general are irrelevant." It's like, "Dude, shut the fuck up."
That guy's been snorting glue since he was a meme stock. Don't listen to anything he says.
Uh,
He has seriously just been snorting glue the entire time. His brains are fucking fried. He tried to buy eBay and he didn't. He tried to buy eBay with a
he's
coupon.
he's still trying to buy eBay though.
Yeah, that man has super glue for brains, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't listen to a word he
No,
fucking says.
I'm gonna keep buying physical, and then when it stops, well, I guess I guess, like I said, if it goes straight to where it's only digital, why wouldn't I go with PC? I get better sales, better deals. I'm gonna go honestly, I keep looking, I'm going GOG for the most part. I'm gonna start buying old games there because they let you keep even when it goes offline, they let you keep it, and you can actually re-download it.
Yeah, GOG's kind of been my my book or my banned book gaming service.
Mhm.
So I've got horses on there and I've got Spec Ops the Line on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna start buying games over there that are older, and as it gets more and more, I'll start buying over there, not so much from Steam, but I saw a lot of them actually, some of the or not some, the older games don't, which makes sense, but there's a bunch of, like, newer games that do have, they have achievements over there. Like, "Oh, I'm set for life, baby. I don't need anything else."
Um
But yeah, stack of games. Here's
Oh
3
yeah,
of them.
I was like, wait, what were we? Yeah, we're doing Stack of
And
Games.
I have to go back to the retro thing after this, but, Trails in the Sky, first chapter.
What a name. What a name. What a
Well,
box.
so it's a remake of the original Trails, in the Sky, or Trails of the Heroes, franchise, basically. So
I totally knew that.
yeah, you did. The second one comes out here in September, second chapter. So I was like, "Oh, it's on sale for 39.99. I wanna get it." I keep looking at it. Uh, Hadouken 1 and 2 remaster.
Sweet Suikoden?
Su
Suikoden?
Suikoden by Koei Hadouken.
Sudoku. Okay.
Yeah, it was on sale for $10.
All right.
And then this is the cream of the crop, unfortunately, and I say that with, like,
Unfortunately.
all irony. Borderlands 4, Super Deluxe Edition, so it's the number 4 with all of its DLC.
You're not the only person I saw playing that recently. I saw someone else playing it and I was like, "Oh, why would you do that to yourself?"
So so I asked my buddy who's played the whole franchise and loves it, and I was like, "Hey," I tried playing 3, I probably played 5 minutes of it, and I couldn't. I don't know why, but I just couldn't. I said, "How do you feel about 4?" He goes, "Oh, dude, 4 is way better."
Okay.
And then he promised me he'd play with me because it's also one of those games where I'm like, I try to play those games by myself. It's just it's too much.
Has he played
I
with
need
you?
somebody. I just got it, so
Oh,
you
okay.
answer
Okay.
that question on your own.
Not yet.
Uh, but back to those that retail store or that retro store. So I saw something there, and I'm like, you know what? I almost thought about buying it because I think you would have appreciated it, and I would have bought it for you.
Oh boy, but you didn't buy it. So
But
you you're like, "I got you a," not really, I didn't get you a gift.
it depends what you say here. If you say like, "Oh my god, I would have taken it," I will tell him I have to go back and get it because it's down the road from him.
What is it?
It was a sealed copy of the physical version of Witcher 3's DLC, the first one, Wine and,
Eh,
hold on, it was brand new, still and sealed, with Gwent cards.
Oh, but then I gotta crack it open and pull those Gwent cards out.
I know, I was like, if I bought that, you probably would have opened it.
How much was it?
45 bucks.
Nah, save your money, man. Save your money, we're in a recession.
I didn't buy it, but I thought about it. I was like, "Oh, man, I think Nick would really love this."
You guys wanna bring me down to your level because Mikey and Matt have their nasty CS:GO, CS pack opening thing. You have your physical media. You're just trying to well, I mean, you know what? You don't even gotta bring me down to your level. I mean, just look behind me.
I know, you're
Just look
doing the
behind
same
me.
exact thing.
You don't need to bring me down to your level.
But here's the best thing about well, here's the truth about it. Me and you don't spend that much. Mikey and Matt, on the other hand, Matt, I don't know, have you been down there since he's redone his room?
I think so, because the when I went down there, the futon was on the other wall.
Okay, so okay, you've been there since he's moved it, but you haven't been there since he put up his shelves, like all of them.
Maybe not. Well, because all his Pokemon cards are on those shelves.
Yeah.
I might have been. It's close. It's close.
Either way, he brags, I've got $20,000 in that room." And
Be
I
careful.
guarantee you
Be
at
careful,
least
young blood. Be
fifteen
careful.
thousand of it is definitely those Pokemon cards.
You just got.
And
I
then
mean,
opening I even went with an opening with him while I was there, or a release.
yeah, man, it's a nasty habit, and they're not for those that are like, oh my god, their brothers are the guys that go and hoard 'em. No, they're respectable. I've gone with them. They go and like grab one box,
Yep.
maybe two if there's like a lot. Otherwise, they're not the chuds that are like filling their cart with every
No,
box.
we got to the store he was going to where he had his, where he knew he was gonna be, and he goes, "Okay, so depending on how many boxes there are," he goes, "You're I'm gonna get one for sure," and he goes, "If there's only a handful, you're gonna get the other."
Yeah.
They ended up having like 50 boxes, so we didn't. But he goes, "But of all seriousness, you're definitely gonna get one of those." It's not just the single pack, but it's those boxes that have like 5 or 6 packs in them.
Hmm.
I forget what they're called. Uh, so I did get one of those, and then we sat there. He then he got his Pokemon Center ones too.
Well, and literally, I think these things are worth more sealed than they are
Yeah,
unsealed.
and that's what he does. He keeps one for himself to put on his shelf, and then he has the other one for trade value.
Hmm.
So like it'll save up. So literally within the first like 10 packs we opened, he got the number one chase card,
Hmm.
and he goes, I don't think I should open it anymore. And I'm like, dude, it's up to you. I don't care either way. He goes, oh fuck it, we're opening them.
I mean, once you've got the number one chase card, what's the point anymore? I guess if
Oh,
you have
and that's
fun
just
opening.
which as much as I love opening cards, at the same time, I was like, God, there's too many packs there. At one point, he's like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and do it myself. He sat there and opened like 40 or 50 packs by
Jesus
himself.
Christ. And
Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, because I've watched Mikey open a pack, and I've watched, like, not the color leave his face, but just be like, oh, there's nothing worthwhile in this box.
And I get, but it's like it's real life like gambling. Like
It's
you're not
gambling. It's
guaranteed. Yeah.
scrambling. Yeah.
Like you it is as nice as it is, like, and then of all the hobbies, Pokemon has it easy as far as price. You go like any other like my card game that I play, MSRP is $80, and if I'm lucky right now, 2 of the older, boxes of sets that came out, if I go online, 120.
Ugh.
And
Ugh.
that's retail, that's not like third party selling it, that is retail.
I miss when trading cards were about trading the cards
And playing it.
and not using it to build I'm over here trying to build generational wealth off my Pokemon.
So I thought of something no, I'd say today, I've been thinking about it, and I said, "Screw it, I'm finally gonna do research into it," while I was watching Rick and Morty. Um, I'm like, I'm trying to build a certain deck, but I'm like, for 4 of the cards that I need, they're $25 a piece.
Mhm.
That's $100. I'm like, I'll get one to add it to my collection, like a real one, but I'm like, what's stopping me from doing, like, a proxy? You know what a proxy is?
Where you're playing the game and it's kind of like what Magic allows proxies.
Right. So there's a proxy or several proxy services, but there's one I found that'll actually let me do my own. And there's a proxy website we use to build our decks that has like the actual card and great like scanning and everything.
Mhm,
So it's like, what's stopping me from using this proxy service to just print these cards for playing, and then when I'm ready to buy to actually like, I'm not gonna buy like all four, or actually it'd be five because I usually do four, four to put into my deck to play, and then one to put into my collection to add it to it.
mhm.
Like, well, instead of doing that where I'm dropping 125, why don't I just do the proxy service and buy the one add to my collection? And so far, seven of the cards that I would need that are like expensive, like so the four of them being 25, and then I think three of them are like 15 online. I can do the proxy service, and it's only costing me so far $12.
It's not bad.
And that's, like, with the holographic and everything.
All this trading card talk, you guys need I mean, I have recently looked up how much it would cost me to rebuild my Disaster Dragon deck from my Yu-Gi-Oh days back in
It's
2010.
expensive.
Actually, not too bad.
Oh, okay.
I can get a Genesis Dragon for pretty cheap. I can get, what is it? Let me hop on eBay. Darkness Black Metal Dragon.
Oh, and you're using eBay. Dude, use TCG Player.
I'm an eBay guy through and through.
I'm just saying it'd be cheaper.
77. Oh, that's for like it's for a tournament pack. But yeah, I think I could if I really wanted. Yeah, here's Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon common for $2. And I'm not one of those guys that needs everybody being glowy. I don't need everybody glowy.
Oh, I don't either, but I also would be taking it to tournaments locally, so I'm like, I have to make it look somewhat real. Like, I'm not trying to be a cheat, but I'm also like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it as authentically as possible. I
They're
don't wanna be like,
they're gonna kick your teeth in, bud. They're gonna be like, "Hey, this guy's using
hey,
proxies."
they let one guy use printed card, and I'm not talking like what I'm doing. I'm talking like he used paper, black and white.
What is this
So I don't wanna hear
card?
shit from everybody. I am at least putting in effort.
I'm sorry. There's a new Red Eyes Dragon I've never seen before. Blackness Metal Black Metal Dragon. You can target one Red Eyes monster you control except for Red Eyes Baby Chick. Equip this monster from your hand on your side of the field to that target. It gains 600 attack. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand except Red Eyes Baby Chick. I always wonder because like the Red Eyes meta and the Blue Eyes meta, they never let you use those cards to like target like the youngest version of the
The
card,
babies, yep.
and I wonder why that is.
Probably the same reason why they're finally doing full arts after 30 years.
Wait, Yu-Gi-Oh's doing full arts?
Yeah, my buddy, who got us into the card game, he also does Yu-Gi-Oh! And he showed us a couple that he got, and they're pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, look here, I just found a hollow Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon for $5. There you go.
Yeah, but how relevant is that deck, especially compared to the new shit?
Well, it's not like I'm gonna go find a tournament and play. Now if I get a new job and I'm back up in Chicago or I move to one of the coasts, I might dabble. I might dabble a little bit.
I'm gonna let you know right now, if you somehow end up, on, the West Coast, I'm gonna be fucking you're gonna be going to card stores all the time for me because my cards are almost impossible to get at a decent price around here.
I'm gonna charge you. I'm gonna be like, all right, it's the next 20. How much are you paying? 120? You're paying me 140, bro.
Fuck it, I will deal
I'm
with the
just
scalpers online.
I'm just taking you to the cleaners on it. Here's another one for a dollar. This one's a secret rare hollow though. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Let me just type in disaster dragon deck and see what pops up. I know we're getting to Rick and Morty. I got we should just make
We
this
got
a
sucked into Gwent.
we shouldn't make this a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. We should do a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast episode.
After synchronization, I you lost me on that, and I had my buddy try to teach me everything, and I'm like, "Dude, you're just it's all gibberish now, it's too much, it's become Magic the Gathering."
Exceeding so the XYZ cards weren't too bad. I didn't like the pendulum cards. I didn't those were kind of weird. I also think the field changed a little bit. I think it's 3 monsters now instead of 5. I could be wrong. That
Honestly,
could have just been a weird game I was playing.
I'm so far removed from it, and I'm like, honestly, I'm already sucked into one card game, I don't think I could do another.
Oh, so I was looking for my Disaster Dragon deck, and it gives me Disaster. Dragon ruler of all apocalypses. I like the name. I like this name, and he kind of looks scary. I'll have to read up on him after this. Today's episode, we're like I said, we're ranking all the Rick and Morty. Let's do some real quick chores. Smashing Game Time is wherever you get your podcast. We're on Apple, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, and YouTube Proper. You can see our wonderful faces. I should do another in-person episode soon. I like sitting on the futon
Yeah, we can do it.
and doing the mic. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to arrange that. Fuck the algorithm, tell a friend. That's right. We don't fuck with the machines. We fuck with word of mouth. So put words in your mouth. No, you wouldn't put words in your. Take those words out of your mouth and put them in your friends' ears. Yeah, do that. Go ahead and do that. Let's rank these episodes of Rick and Morty. What do you say, Josh?
Let's do it.
So overall, what do you think of the latest season? I know you started to talk about it a little bit, but let's.
Honestly, I loved it. I mean, there was like the occasional like one or two where I'm like, it could have been better, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. It was a very good season.
Yeah, it was one of the stronger seasons in a while. I do like. Here, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so we get a little bit more of this. There we go. Now we got the full thing. Uh, I don't know, like, because I know a lot of people say like, oh, seasons 5 through 8, or at least seasons 5 and 6 feel weak. 7 and 8 have good moments, but overall feel a little lopsided here and there. And I get why they say that. I've personally liked 7 and 8. I think 7 has some of the best episodes in the show. Eight's also
Mhm.
got some really. I think I was a little lukewarm on 8. I think eight's better towards the back half, especially when you start getting into the Jerry and the Beth episodes. Uh, this one feels like one of the stronger seasons since 3. I think 3 might be like one of my top seasons with like 1 and 2 somewhere down there in the middle.
Right.
Somewhere down there towards the top with it. And I don't know, this one feels really good. It just feels like it feels like it's not chasing the canonical stuff. It's not.
No, it kind of went back and did what we loved so much with season 1 and 2 and just completely random. No, to some extent, like episode 1 does go into episode 2 if you think about it.
Yeah, they do have some kind of serialization. And I think this is like the first season of Rick and Morty where there's like a strong through line for it. Like alcoholism
Yeah.
is it's pretty much explored this entire season. I think the only episode without any alcoholism is well, I'm on season 1. That's the Gazorpazorp. Would probably be. Was it the
Season
more.
or episode 1 doesn't have it.
Well, he's drinking by the end of it, I think. He's boozing by
But
the end of it.
that's right, he does start drinking at the end because he's like, "I need to go on vacation."
And then 1, he does 2, he does the vacation. 7, I mean, his drunkenness is what gets him into the fight with the guy. Yeah,
He's drunk 'cause
4,
he
he opens drunk and
Yep,
he's
he's
got
got
that
Reese, Owen
flask
Wilson.
and Reese. They love Reese. And then 5, I mean, that one's a
They
little
get
more with Jerry doing it, but Rick, you know, I bet you he wants some of those worms too. Uh, 8, yeah, 8, he's drunk. He's drunk in 8, and he
he's
loses his
drunk.
head. Mort Goalie is probably the last one, but he's also drinking like some kind of juice that monkey gives him.
Yep.
Let's see this. I mean, he's got a whole fucking distillery in this one. And 8, and then 9, he's high,
He's just high.
and then 10. Yeah, I don't think we see him drinking 10, do we?
Well,
We see the other.
spoilers for those who haven't seen it, we see his other drink, and that's what kills him is his drinking.
Yeah. So yeah, you really do see kind of like a metamorphosis of drinking, especially by the end there. Let's recap these episodes real quick, and then we'll rank them. So season 9, episode 1. There's something about Morty. This one is the very episodic one. Evil Morty returns. Very surprising that they do this in season 1, and I kind of like that they've been doing. This is something they've been toying with since season 7, where Rick kills Rick Prime like right in the middle of the season. They don't save it for the end. They just do it right in the middle. And
Yep.
so this kind of feels like a continuation of that where, hey, we're going to give you a big story beat somewhere where you don't expect it. And I really appreciate that. I really like that because then the rest of the time you're not waiting for something. Like I feel like folks, especially like around season 3 and 4 when people started complaining and they're like, "Oh, nothing's happening. They're doing nothing canonically. Where's evil Morty?" Ah. And this is this just changes it up because it gives the baby its bottle right away and everybody shuts the fuck up for a little bit. Now that being said, I have seen people bitch about this one and like, "Well, evil Morty's not acting like evil Morty in this episode." To which I say, "Shut the fuck up."
But at the same time, for those if you're gonna argue about that, it's like, okay, well, let's go all the way up to this last episode. We found a Rick who never got visited, who didn't even know about Beth being removed or the device that was used. Like,
Oh yeah, uh Diane being
yeah.
removed.
So it's like there that we didn't know that existed, but somehow that is within the finite curve. So it's like for all we know, we were watching something that was a past. Doesn't mean that was our Rick and Morty. Who
So
knows?
yeah,
I'm just saying.
there's something about Morty. I love there's the play on there's something about Mary. Uh I think a good premiere episode.
Oh,
If we
fantastic! Great
so
fighting. It's great scenes in
good
general.
fight. And the animation looks really good,
Yes,
especially in those opening scenes where they're fighting that
the
galactic being.
collective.
The collective, yes. Great little hive mind. Rick Days and Seven Nights. This one is Rick needing a vacation from himself. Uh, I guess I should
Well, it's
see
not from himself. He needs a vacation.
from it all.
From for his words exactly. Even gods need a break. So what do? You hide with all the morons.
And you go ice fishing up in the north with your fish buddies. Writers on this are Jess Lacker and Michael Kellner. I'm keeping an eye out for some of the usual suspects you see. Uh, I don't know. This one was kind of I was okay with it. I wasn't crazy about it.
No, like I said, the only thing I think it had going for it was it's just right after that last episode. So it's like it literally runs it through, and it's like, oh yeah, this is Rick's finally on that vacation,
It kind of got me
and
scared. It kind of got me scared because I remember when South Park started doing it, and that's when things went downhill. And I was like, oh
yep,
no, oh no. But
yeah.
no,
I mean, it was nothing. It
this
was
was
good,
fine.
but it was yeah, it wasn't like
It was good to see. I think at the end where he's like finally drunk himself back into being Rick.
yep.
I was like, oh wow, that's depressing as fuck.
And when the fact that he presses the button and Morty's like, so you're back, it worked, and he's like, yeah, and it's like, no, it
Yeah,
actually didn't. He just drunk himself. He got so tired of everything, he just turned himself back somehow.
and and I mean, all his buddies were, they're just regular guys, and then they see him with all his tech, and then they've kind of been poisoned by him.
Yep, and then he goes back to see what's her name's grave and finds out little Mike's dead.
Little Mike
Got
died.
stabbed got stabbed by his own, tentacle arm.
R.I.P. Little Mike. Episode 3, Rick Fu Hustle. This is the one with the karate, the exploding heart technique, which I think that was a Kill Bill.
Yep,
It's a Kill Bill thing. Uh,
five-prong, exploding heart technique. You take 5 steps, your heart explodes and you die.
and I mean, I think anyone who's seen that movie has had the debate where like, well, I would simply just walk backwards. I would simply just
Which
not
I
walk.
ironically he does, and it's like,
I would simply just sit in a chair and just scroll and just roll. I wouldn't move forward on my feet. And yeah, this one gets really zany with the kung fu. Kool-Aid Man's there. I like the B story in this a little better. Uh, Jerry
it's
fucking
the
Jerry
pool cleaner.
the pool cleaner. I mean, it gets very. I watched it on HBO Max again recently. It gets very suggestive. Like you see the little hole in the back of the pool cleaner,
Yep.
and then it cuts to
It
Jerry
has
thrusting into the back of it.
and then it goes back to its face, and it has the,
the,
eggplant emoji. Yeah, in the face.
Yeah, like Jerry's fucking the shit out of that thing. And then I do love the line from Beth at the end where Jerry's admitted that he's fucked the pool cleaner. And
Jerry promised to pay me 3 times, the amount. Do you want me to tell you if you fucked the pool cleaner? You guys are like 3 feet away from me.
I do, yeah, I love the play on that. The normal like they're whispering. It's like, well, you're whispering, but I'm right fucking here, dumbasses. And yeah, what's the line? My my hair blower or my blower
My hair
makes me
dryer.
my hair dryer makes me come like a cheetah or something like that.
At the very end with the post-credit scene where she he goes, "Beth, what do we talk about?" And she has to put his face on it, and the blow dryer goes, "This is not the same." And she goes, "Yeah, I agree."
Very very kinky
Really, honestly,
in the
I mean,
Smith
the fir
house.
I think it was more of like going back to their this is the start of, "Hey, we're just gonna start doing random shit again." And I think it like you said, the Rick part was, like, hit and miss, and I mean, there's some parts of it, like, them the whole fight scene of them calling out, like, uh, the pants soup, making the kung fu master shit himself, and he goes, "The reverse Uno." The
And
shit goes right back into his ass.
yeah, there's just some jokes that don't really work here for me. The whole polycule, it's funny that
Yeah.
a karate master has a polycule daughter. Has a
Right.
daughter that's in a polycule. I was just like, this this is hilarious, but also like, like the joke overstays its welcome. It's like, okay, like she's in a polycule, like, and I do love how ridiculous everyone in that polycule is.
It was like, okay, somewhat normal, like, and then it starts turning like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I think
To,
there's a milady guy in there.
yes, there is a Milady guy. He has
There's a
got the little the night or the 1800s, 1700s, like, little cape.
it's just a who's who of characters in that polycule. So then after Rick Fu Hustle is a Ricker runs through it. This is the one with Owen Wilson showing up as Reese. Uh, this is the one where Rick is pissed drunk at the beginning, can't get his password.
He
Morty.
he throws a temper tantrum, and come to find out, Morty apparently is his, safety password.
Yes. Cute, very cute. And then also Reese is actually a cyborg that Rick has invented to uh, help save his passwords.
Yeah, so Morty is the person he has to get like basically they have to fight, and then when that happens, it causes Reese to get called, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, Reese, let's hang out," and then that's how Rick becomes sober and is able to get into his computer.
Gotcha. Yeah, this one's it took me a few watches to get the dynamic of it. Cause like, wait, so is Morty the password or is Reese unlocking the computer? It
No, it's like the forgot your password. So Rick calls Morty, that's clicking on the forgot my password. Them
mm,
getting into a fight is the hey, I'm sending that email to get the temporary password, and then Reese comes in and he's the oh yeah, I know all your passwords. I can get you in.
like I'm not a moron, but yeah, it did take me
It takes
it
a
took
hot
me an
like, it
episode
took
or
me a
two,
second, like, it took me, like,
a rewatch or two. Yeah,
a rewatch to, like, be like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense now." But the first time I was like, "Wait, you just said R Morty's the pa" I was like, "Oh, no, he means, like, I forgot my password. Here you go. I'm your authentication. I'll get you in."
there's a good bit in this one where he's trying to save Reese, and they have to go through the subterranean prison, and they get
Yep,
in, and it's already been taken care of. Everyone's already
'cause
killed each other. It's a good bit.
well, he said he was gonna murder you. Yeah, that part didn't get me, it startled me.
And then yeah, they end up the people that are
He's
making Rick's endless flask of vodka. There's an uprising, and they have to be brought to task.
yeah. Oh,
uh,
the whole bit with, getting the Cloud to come in to, unlock him.
yeah, coming into Jerry, and
He goes to do a
Jerry's
car
basically
wash.
possessed the whole episode.
Yep.
It's a lot of good Jerry bits this season.
Oh, very good.
Jerry might be the all-star of this season. Let's see, Jer Bud. Speaking of Jerry, this is the one where Jerry is taken over by worms, and he's interviewing.
He takes the worry.
He's getting a job. He's finally getting a job after being jobless for all these seasons. And Morty, on the other hand, is visiting Snowball and seeing what they're up to. And I think this episode has changed because so the Mups, there's a scene where they're showing what they do to the Mups. Like they take the babies away. They do all this cosmetic surgery on them. They rip them away from their parents. And I think the episode changed because I watched it again last night, and like it's very toned down. And I remember the night watching it, like, whoa, that's really violent what they're doing to
What
those
what
Mups.
what did they do in the toned down version? I could tell you since I watched it today because I watched the original release of it.
Well, when they're taking the pregnant mup and ripping the baby out of her, the dog is in front of her, and I was like, "Well, that dog wasn't always there because you could see everything they were doing to that mup at one point."
What do you mean everything? Like,
Like, they shoot her up with something, and then, like, they, like, pull the baby out, but then there's also, like, another needle, I think. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I was watching
I'd
something
say
else for
they inject her with the the baby.
yeah.
Baby comes out, then they take the baby away, and then they put the baby in a machine that then injects it to give it its characteristics.
Yeah, I think they toned it down, I'm pretty sure. I wish I had recorded it the week it came out. 'Cause I'm pretty sure.
I'll send you the link to what I watched, and you can tell
Okay.
me.
And I could just be misremembering. But
I
there's
mean,
a
all in all, this episode was just like, holy fuck, dude. I mean, both A and B were fucking hilarious.
one Snowball's like, You're gonna cancel me, aren't you? You think I'm a monster." It
Well, no,
like
he's like, the whole time he's like, it's not actually what it looks like. This is not what we wanted to happen, but we're making things work, and you know, and Morty's like, no, let's just stay here.
Let's
We'll stay
forget
at
about
your
it. Let's hang
house.
out. Let's hang out.
Yeah,
And I
and then
like
he
that.
just keeps getting more and more, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, okay.
Well, because this is one of those episodes where it's playing on dog ownership and, the terrible things that we do to dogs and the
Hmm.
and breeding and everything. And, there are people I'm sure there are people who love Rick and Morty and love having dogs that are, like, pissed about this episode. Like, this might be PETA's favorite episode. PETA might actually like this episode, I don't know.
Probably not, since all the dogs got killed by all the
Oh,
regular.
PETA was like,
Uh,
"Look, we like the point you were making, but then you started killing the genocidal robot dogs, and
yeah,
now we're mad. Now we're mad
so
at
it's
you."
like, no. Have you found Morty? He basically called me a racist. I forget the whole insult. Oh, hey, Morty, you're alive. Where are you? I'll come get you now. I'm coming for you, you racist. I knew it.
I knew it. When Morty was he was gonna be like, "I'm just gonna sit on the fence, I'm not gonna say anything, no
Yep.
uprising, I'm not gonna lead this uprising, I'm not
And they
your
just
leader." And
and they
everything that
just
he
kept
didn't want
doing
to
it.
happen just kept happening. He's like,
Yeah.
"Absolutely
It's like,
not. I'm not no new
yeah.
democracy.
And they're like, no, no, don't wink to
Stop
me.
winking.
No,
Stop winking."
no, don't wink to each other.
Their queen is dying, and she's, like, trying to point at Morty, and he's, like,
But
moving
he
her
keeps
around.
moving around. He even gets behind the one and he gets killed, and she
Just
points right at him.
just some good physical comedy in this one, and then the dog's treating Morty like a dog, like, "Oh,
Yep.
are you
Oh, he's
upset?" He's
oh look,
upset
he thinks the merps are real on
on the
TV.
screen. Oh.
And then, of course, the whole time, Jerry's being infested with, the hundreds of worms that he's ate after his interview.
And yeah, and he's just become like this no fear
Cesspool.
Jerry
Yeah,
cesspool. He's marketer. He's a marketer. He's
yeah, he
there's
literally
some
destroyed the controls to the plane. He's making, one of the CEO's wife give birth right there.
and everybody loves him. They love how much of a
Yeah,
monster he is. He's an ad man. He's Don
yeah.
Draper. Which there's a funny Mad Men joke in a
Bit
later
left
episode.
around, yeah.
Mad Men.
The
Uh
hat was not a success today.
maybe it'll be a success tomorrow. All right, so that's Jared Bud, episode 5. Episode 6 is Rickerhead. This is the one where they're drinking and Rick's drinking. They're going to a second location, and Rick is dangling in the portal and gets his head cut off. And I guarantee you, this is an episode where they were just like, "What would happen if your head was still there?" Like that. This it's
Right.
just a very simple premise. And of course, Rick being separated from his body doesn't mean he dies, and his head and his body end up, having two different feelings. Like his head's a little more nicer to Morty, and his body is just a all around good guy.
Yeah, Rick and, Summer realize, "Oh, Grandpa's actually really good at just he's constantly fighting himself, whether it's his heart or his head, and just they hate each other so much."
Yeah, his heart and his head are constantly at war, and I love the closing in this. We get a little scene that plays out in the opening of them winning the Olympics and winning bronze in the
Yep.
Olympics. Uh, I love the climax of this is that Rick just has to blow himself for them to forgive each other.
Wait, did you blow yourself in there? Wait,
Did you
no.
suck your own dick? No, absolutely not. You did.
Between that and the whole, "Yeah, me and my body talked about it, and we're just going our separate ways," and they both go to the same mechanic, and she fucks his body.
Look, I want them to happen. I hope they get together. She seemed like a nice lady for him.
It's not
Uh,
gonna happen. She even admits, she goes, "Yeah, now that I've done it, I regret it."
trying to remember it. What was there a B story in this one? I don't think so.
No, this one was just switching between Summer and Morty, and they both realized like, oh, this they thought it was gonna be a really shitty experience, but it ended up being like one of the best experiences they had with Rick, and they're like, "Fuck, was this the best time we ever had?"
And then yeah, and then there's the moment where uh the body is fighting the bad guys and there's the one big bad left and he just gives him a 7-second hug
And he
and he's
runs
like,
away, and she goes, Summer goes like, "Wait, that actually works?" And he does to her, and she's like, "Oh, fuck."
"Oh, fuck." Good episode. Good, just cheesy, lighthearted episode. Uh,
Oh, since it gets mentioned in the post credits too, um, they did a lot of Looney Tunes stuff, like the sound effects, and they even make the joke.
yeah, so there's that the back to the first episode, there's the sound effect of him running. And
Mhm.
then yeah, in the end credits, he's fixed it so it doesn't happen. So it looks like it's gonna close on his head, but then it does the Looney Tunes sound. And then he goes to doing that's all, folks. But he's like, yeah, WB wouldn't let us have it, so here's a parody of it. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Which is like, come on, they were in that shitty Space Jam too. You can give them the that's all, folks. You fucking
Right, come on.
assholes. Episode 7 is Mark Gully, the last Rick Forrest. This one is a fucking treat.
It was so good,
Is a
honestly.
this is I've rewatched this one probably 3 or 4 times. This is a beautiful piece of TV. Uh, kind of a you know, a little, juxtaposition to, maybe a little juxtaposition here to capitalism.
Mhm.
Maybe just a smidge. Maybe just a smidge. Life is a cycle. People at the top don't want you to come out on top with them. They want you to think you can, but you can't. Uh, yeah, yeah. Great episode.
I
Lo
mean, just
Beautifully
just them
animated.
constantly dying.
Constantly dying, all the different creatures they are, all the different jokes that play on that, the whole
Wait, are you Gorilla
montage.
3?
Like,
I am now Wolf
Wolf 3
3?
seems like a vertical movement for you or a vertical transition for you. Uh, there's the beautiful montage of Ricky of Morty doing the plant his
Yep.
plant run. There's
Gets all the
just
way to the top, and then he realizes, no, the tree isn't teaching you a lesson, he's just a fucking
he's
asshole.
just a fucking asshole, and that I do love during that montage Morty becoming poop, like you watching him be
Yes.
digested and then be pooped out. Genius move, Morty. The fact that no one else thought to be a plant. Genius.
W Right.
Um,
Great episode.
great.
Oh, and then the post-credit scene of him running into Wolf 3 at the diner.
And yeah, Wolf 3 and his husband are now at the diner and he doesn't let him. He's like, you're always interrupting my stories. Season 9, episode 8, Requiem, More to Dream. This is the one where Morty has the bug that eats the empathy.
Yep.
Or no,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's that one.
it eats his empathy center. And so if someone's yelling at him on the inside, all Morty is saying is like someone like being really nice towards him. And this
Care.
one is fun because it kind of gives us a reversal of the two. So like Morty kind of becomes Rick and Rick becomes Morty past a certain point in this episode. I This is another one where I think I like the B plot a little more because it's Jerry led. It's Jerry and Summer and Jerry and Summer don't pair up often, so it really stands
No.
out. And yeah, it's Summer and Jerry trying to get these 60-gallon barrels for Rick after Morty's destroyed his little brewery. And all the stores they go to are all out, and they see a serial killer buying them all. And it ends up in a situation where Jerry has convinced the serial killer that he's a sick fuck and he feels
I I
unsafe.
I rub honey into their hair and throw flour on them and sprinkles over the face and leave them a birthday card, and it's 'cause I killed them on their
I
birthday
kill them on their birthday, and sometimes, and you know, when you kill a child, you're really killing their parents as well. So when you do twins, you're doing it like 4
4
times.
times.
And that's why they call me the what's his name? The
The
basher, no,
birthday, um, it's something like, yeah,
birthday
here
strangler or something like that.
it is the oh, it doesn't say on
It's a
here.
good little
It's
bit.
honestly it's fucking hilarious because the whole time he's like, the serial killer's like, "Yeah, I called the police on you." He goes, "Dude, I was just I'm doing it with my daughter." He goes,
That's your
"Oh my,
daughter?
that's your daughter?"
And yeah, the whole time Summer's trying to save the girl that's been thrown in the pit like it's Buffalo Bill. And
And she's
she's
like, "I'll help
us
you, only if you help me."
only if you help me. We gotta take these barrels.
And the fucking police unloading
Yes.
on the killer
On the
after
guy.
Morty convinced him.
And then Jerry comes out and like you hear
He's
them all
like,
try to shoot yeah, Jerry's like, "Are you gonna
"Yeah,
shoot me?"
they're like, "Do you have a knife?" He's like, "No." And then he steps down, they all you hear the
Click,
guns,
click, click,
the
click, click,
dry
click.
yeah, click, click, click is that was that the sound of the whole police force firing their empty guns at me?
And the Rick and Morty stuff is fine here. I just yeah, I was way more interested in Jerry and
I
Summer surviving a serial
I
killer.
think it was an interesting because it was very much one of those Morty starts to realize what he goes or what Rick goes through with his shit,
Yeah.
but I also think it's also humbling for Rick 'cause Rick realizes, "Oh, I probably could be a little nicer. I am pretty much a dick."
And to bring it back to what we were talking about earlier, Pokemon cards.
Yeah, fucking says Pokemon, he goes, "I have a feeling I'm not gonna enjoy this."
Episode 9 is Salute Your Morts. My favorite name of the season because I love Salute Your
Yes.
Shorts. This one's a romp. So yeah, Morty and Summer are just being little vindictive shits. They're Rick's grandkids, and it's causing trouble in school. They get sent away to a summer camp that's supposed to straighten them out. That summer camp's been run into the ground
They
by those rich kids.
they murdered all the adults, so
They
they're just
murdered
there
all
to
the
party all the
adults.
time.
Yep.
We got, Beer Baby.
Beer baby. Oh, that beer baby made me sad
I it made me very sad.
because I will give beer baby your drugs. Yeah, and so the local town realizes the kids are all like from loaded families, so they're like, we can take them hostage." And there's a cute. Again, I like the B story, which has Beth and Jerry getting high on Summer's forever weed, and basically just being like high school goofballs.
Yeah,
Like
it's literally it's
it's
the whole
wholesome.
episode is
It's
like
wholesome.
sorry, go ahead.
It's
Well,
it's very wholesome.
the whole episode is, them making, giving, Rick shit for basically, like, giving the kids an umbrella, and then they realize, "Oh, shit, we kinda need Rick too because we can't handle it. What we are doing, we can't handle by ourselves, we need that umbrella."
Yep. And it's them kind of like reliving parts of high school, reliving parts of their relationship before they had kids. I do like that when Summer accuses them of smoking her weed, she's like, "Let me see your eyes," and they both go like this. They both shut their eyes.
That
They eventually all get picked up by Space Beth, who, Space Beth hasn't really been present this season, but it makes sense, from a story standpoint because last season, Beth did kill her for a little bit.
we're supposed to be a throuple, why won't you fuck me?
"Why won't you fuck us?" "Yeah, we had a good thing going." And yeah,
We were a throuple.
and Earth Beth is, like, kicking her seat the entire time, like, "Fuck
Yep.
us, fuck us. Why won't you fuck us?"
Oh, and then the fucking post credit of, Rick standing outside of Jerry's, pitch as the farmer because he kept threatening, he's like, "I'm gonna turn you into a fucking carrot."
Yeah, because throughout the episode, like, in the beginning, he turns Principal Vagina into a carrot and then turns him back. I guess he's looking for people that would make good carrots.
Yeah, because he captured a bunch. That's when Rick or when Jerry and Beth were trying to sneak into his garage. He already had like three people turned into carrots, and he goes,
Mhm.
"I've got three human-sized carrots here, and you're gonna take him."
I need to rewatch the carrots. I don't think I fully appreciated the carrot stuff the first time watching it.
But the fact that he's just sitting out the window and he's eating a carrot, watching him.
Yeah, it's very menacing, and Jerry's like, "Just do it already," and then he sells an ad pitch in the middle of
Yeah.
his tirade. I love that they're kind of poking fun at Mad Men in his him being an ad man now. And then Field of Dreams, this was the episode that just aired. This is Morty funeral hopping and then accidentally jumping to a dimension where he's dead. They've kind of cut Rick out of their lives and they love him. And he's like, "Oh shit, I think I could." Like he's feeling very with his family, just like his family's very off-putting, not very loving. And he gets to this family and they're like, "Oh, Morty." Oh, not even Mort. "Mort, we love you, Mort. You're good to us, Mort." Like,
He thinks like it's the perfect world. He's like, "Yeah, why would I go back to that chaos when this could be my family? Rick's not here. my family actually loves me and all these people love me. Like, yeah, let's do it.
When I think this episode is Morty realizing he's just as bad as his family
Yes.
by the end of it, because he pushes. So the Rick in this universe is estranged from his family. He's gotten sober. He's remarried, and Morty pushes him to. And that's all it took. Like, he's not messing with portal stuff. He's not doing any of that, and he's living a good life. And Morty goes and he's like, "Oh, it's yeah, you need to invent this. I don't care how you do it." And he eventually ends up becoming just like the other Ricks. I could see well, this Rick's dead by the end of the episode, spoiler, but
I
had
mean,
he
the whole family's
survived,
dead.
I could have seen him like being like an antagonist moving forward. Um yeah, man, good season of TV. Really good season of TV. I don't think there's a weak point in this season. Maybe episode 3, just because that A story is just kind of wonky. But I mean, hell, I mean, look at was it season 8 or 7 that had the Numericons?
Yeah. I mean,
That was rough.
see, I mean, episodes 2 and 3 are probably my weakest, as far as, like, which one's weaker. They're
But
kind of the same to me.
there's an art to like episode placement too, because if they're your weakest, you place them behind your strongest. And I think it was really smart to place them behind that opening that I
Yes.
think people have cooled on since, since that week. But I still think it's a really good opener.
Oh, and
Any
even then after those 2 episodes, the rest of them were like, I loved it. This is a great, like I said, I after seeing 1, it helped me get through episodes 2 and 3, and then 4 through 10 were just phenomenal.
banger after banger.
Yeah.
So you want to rank these?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's rank these motherfuckers. All right, so I've got them all written down here. I'm glad I wrote these down beforehand. So let's start with number 10. Let's put number 10 on the board. I'd probably say Rick Fu Hustle, right?
Like I said, they're interchangeable for me, so if you wanna do, Rick Fu Hustle as number 10, that's fine.
Well, Rick Fu Hustle does have him fucking the pool cleaner.
Make that number 9.
Make that number. So then Rick Days and 7 Nights. I didn't care about Rick like needing a vacation.
Yeah, it was like I said, there wasn't even a B plot, it was just Rick realizing he's never gonna get away from himself.
So then Rick Fu Hustle it goes beyond it because we both agree that the pool cleaner fucking is really good.
Yes.
Jerry needed that release. Good for him. 8. So here, let me delete these as we do them. I don't know, man. I think 4 might be one of my least favorites. And again, these are all great episodes. I think it was just a little maybe I don't want to say overcomplicated, but I don't know. I wasn't big on Owen Wilson.
The Owen Wilson part was fine, and I think the part that kept it alive was the Jerry being possessed.
Jerry being possessed was really good. Again, Jerry is like a fucking rock star in this season. Yeah, so do we want to do a
Yeah, I
Ricker runs
agree.
through it?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not that it's like, they could've the writing could have probably been a little better for the at least the A plot, but the B plot with Jerry being possessed.
I Yeah, I just like last season, I find myself more interested in the stuff involving Beth and Jerry than the Rick and Morty stuff a lot of times.
Yeah.
7. Uh, I think it might be number 8, Requiem More to Dream. What was the B one in that? That was the serial killer.
That was the
Serial
serial killer.
killer. Yeah, I think it might be that. What do you think?
Uh, 8 or 5.
8 or 5 right there?
Yeah, so, 5 being the Jerbud, the lawnmower, or the dogs, and the, uh, worm.
Yeah. I do like it was one of those classics, like, the B plot helps clean up the A plot in the end, so I do like it when they
Yes.
come together like that. I'd probably say 8 and then 5.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Requiem Morta Dream.
Surprised you're not just copying and pasting.
No, it's hack. It's hack. Copying and paste. All right, hey, we're in the top 5 now. So with 10, we've got Rick Days and 7 Nights. 9, we've got Rick Fu Hustle. 8, we've got a Ricker Runs Through It. 7, we've got Requiem Morta Dream. And then 6 is a Jer Bud. So then we need to place 5 more episodes, which is, oh, didn't mean to do that. There's something about Morty, a Rickerhead, Mort Gully, Salute Your Shorts, and Field of Dreams. Wow, this is going to be tough. These are all great episodes. These are all easily, when eventually we do it, where we rank all the episodes, I easily could see all 5 of these being in the top 10.
Yes. With that being said, I kind of think Field of Dreams is number 5.
Yeah, because yeah, I mean, I think the lesson Morty learns by the end of it, that he's just as bad as his family and he's where he belongs because of that, is an important one. And it does end on a dark note where Morty's leaning in on his toxic relationship with Rick by the end of it. But yeah,
I'm your dad. I'm your dad, Morty.
I'm your dad, Morty. I'm like your dad. It's a sad realization. You're like, oh no, 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 no. And I think moving forward, the show's going to play with that, because I think there are a lot of people that watch the show who like idolize Rick, and it's like, no, you
You
shouldn't,
shouldn't.
really shouldn't idolize Rick, no matter how nice he may seem. Maybe you shouldn't. I think 4 would probably be a good spot for a Rickerhead.
Yeah.
No real B plot. Strong episode without a B plot, but I just think there's better options here. Ooh. I think I know what number. Go ahead, Josh. Give me your number 3.
There's something about Morty.
Yeah,
Even though it was a
yeah,
strong first episode, I mean, the last 2 we have on here are just they're just so good.
yeah. Good, strong opener. We kind of put evil Morty on a shelf. We know he'll be back eventually, but it's nice to have, like, that's like the one looming thing you having, and it's the one looming thing you have that's reoccurring. And by putting that away with episode 1, it kind of clears the air, and it's like, okay, there's nothing out there. Like, sure,
It's
there's threats out there, like smaller threats like Planetina or the cosmic lady from the superhero episode. But there's no
it's a
big
fresh start.
bad.
It's like, oh, you can literally, yeah, you don't have to worry about this looming darkness. It's like, yeah, you're gonna run across these people eventually, but for now, no, it's a fresh start. This is a whole new season, baby, a whole new Rick and Morty.
It's a whole new multiverse. I did think we were getting Doofus Jerry for a little bit there. Do you know Doofus
Yep,
Jerry?
yeah.
Are you okay?
'Cause
The way they presented that Jerry, I was like, wait a minute, is this Doofus Jerry? They've been kind of they've been kind of hinting at there being an evil, like, between the Jerrys during the Jerry episode where he's like, eat, praying, and loving around the multiverse with all the other Jerrys, and now this Jerry. They're kind. It kind of feels like they're building up a bad guy Jerry, which I'm excited about.
wonder if it's this Jerry.
No, it couldn't be our Jerry.
You never know.
I think Mort Goalie. I think Mort Goalie takes number 1. As much as I love Salute Your Morts,
Yeah, the just the just the giant fuck you they give to the tree.
it's just a
I mean,
real.
in general, like, it's just such a great episode. The writing is perfect for it.
It's a solid episode. And I was gonna say, I don't think Rebecca. Uh, was it Rebecca Ann? No, shit, I'm blanking on her name. She wrote the whole episode, and she wrote the spaghetti episode. Why am I blanking on her name? I've spoken to this woman. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. She wrote on I'm sorry, Heather Ann Campbell. Heather Ann Campbell. Uh, it's been uh, I for sure thought she was gonna have like the best episode this year. Just because her episodes are, I know people didn't really like the Easter Bunny episode from last season, but I think her episodes just have that little mwah.
Yeah.
Uh, But hey, salute your Morts and Mort Gully, the last Rick Forrest, 2-1. I think that's the order. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty confident in it. It was honestly, even though we ranked these 10 episodes, it was a great season. Like, all in all, if you haven't watched it or you've only watched part of it, do yourself a favor, finish
Go
it or
watch it.
start it.
Go watch it.
Go watch it.
So yeah, 10 we've got Rick Days, 7 Nights. 9 we've got Rick Fu Hustle. 8 we've got a Ricker Runs Through It. 7 we've got Requiem More to Dream. 6 we've got Bud. 5 we got Field of Dreams. 4 E Rickerhead. 3 There's Something About Morty. 2 Salute Your Morts, and 1 Mort Goalie the Last Rick Forrest. Which going in, I was like, Mort Goalie's going to be number 1. It's for sure going to be number
Yeah,
1.
it was such a great episode.
It's happening. I'm looking forward to next year when we just rank all 101 episodes.
We'll do it forever. We'll do it forever, Nick.
We'll rank 10 years of ranking Rick and Morty episodes. 10 years. Yeah, so next week we'll be back to the normal stuff. But if you want to keep up with us, we've got the website, smashinggametime.com. That's where all our stuff is. We'll have our list from Goaty So up there. You can go back and listen to those Goaty So episodes if you want while you're at it. What else? What else? Oh, you can find me on Blue Sky at nickhoffman.com. It's also my website. You can also find my work on the GG Tribune and the Hollywood Times. That's ggtribune.com or hwoodtimes.com. Got some good stuff over there. So go see what I'm up to over there. And then YouTube and Twitch at Nick Fat Night. Josh, where can everybody find you?
Hey, you can find me anywhere and everywhere, and I'm Josh Saying.
And he's not saying much. He's not doing
I'm
it.
not saying much.
That's okay though.
Go watch Rick and Morty. That's all I'm gonna say.
Rick and Morty forever. And go support Alex Marvin Clark. He's got our intro and outro song, Hunt Him Down. Got a link down in the show notes for his SoundCloud, so you can go check his stuff out, go support him. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here. We actually got in. I'm surprised we took a whole hour. Wow. It's
Yeah,
okay.
we did
It's
it.
good conversation. It's good conversation, Morty. We're gonna get out of here. Everybody, this has been Smashing Game Time. I hope you have a smashing great time. We'll see each and every one of you next time.